Hello and welcome back to Becoming Cyber. On this podcast, I talk about cybersecurity, AI, Gen AI, and the Internet of Things. I'm your host, Howard Palmer. In today's episode, we're going to take a step back and talk a little bit about defining what is cybersecurity. The strongest definition that I like to hold on to on what is cybersecurity is that it is the practice of securing internet accessible devices. So anything that has access to the internet is considered a cybersecurity device. Securing that device, making sure the operating system is up to date, making sure that the logging credentials are associated with the right people, are all part of the cybersecurity practice of securing devices that have internet access. So, why would you want to secure something that has internet access? Well, simply put, not everyone needs to have access to your information. Some of your things are private to you. So if you think of companies that are globally positioned or in more than one location, for them to send data information back and forth to each other, whether it be the stats of the business, all these things that are personal to the company, they would need to make sure it's secure because they don't want everyone to have access to it. What they're doing here is working with cybersecurity, practicing the applications of how they secure their information. So you can see cybersecurity is an overall term used to help them build a mindset, if not starting to create the framework of how to secure their information as it traverses the internet. Cybersecurity can be seen as a solutions tool. You apply different practices, different applications, different firewalls, different things into your network to secure the data as it traverses in a way to keep the company going, to keep it better than before, and somewhat to prevent hackers from getting in. So how does one get into cybersecurity? First and foremost, you got to get certified. Security Plus, Network Plus, and even certified ethical hacker. Those three certifications are a good start in building the mindset and starting the journey of the framework of how to become a cybersecurity professional. Again, we talked about how anything that has access to the internet can be seen as a device for cybersecurity protection. It is the practice of securing anything that has internet access. So when you get into cybersecurity, you're learning about the basics in security, you're learning about the basics in networking, and you're learning about the basics in ethical hacking. This journey will be the start of building your mindset and your knowledge you will need. You could start by joining groups, listening to podcasts that talk about the subjects of cybersecurity and AI. You can go to free events and not so free events that talk about the subjects of cybersecurity and AI. The goal is to get familiar with the environment and somewhat immerse yourself in the experience. You start to build connections with people. Maybe even similar paths, similar stories are shared and understood of how we got here. So when you go to these events, you start networking, you connect with people, you might find that you're on a similar path. You might find you know something that can help them. So you decided to get your Network Plus Security certification or your Security Plus certification or your Certified Ethical Hacker certification. You got all three. You have something to talk about. Share that information at these events when you connect and meet with people. Have fun with it is what I would say. Now, if you're having fun with it, you're also going to take this public. You're going to get on social media, whatever social media tools that you're using now. LinkedIn is a primary one. But if you're on Instagram or Meta Facebook, any of these tools that allow you to share your path and your journey and join groups, this is what you want to do. You want to take it public. You want to talk about it publicly. Be willing to share your journey on social media. You are becoming the brand that speaks to your skills and your mindset and even your personality in cybersecurity. This is what's going to help you land that job or continue to build yourself as a cybersecurity professional. Again, make sure it's fun. Make sure it's something you want to do in relation to how you're understanding it. You don't have to master it all. You just got to stay in the realm of continuous learning. Now, if you're in the realm of continuous learning, you want to start applying for jobs. Most of these jobs are, I would say, overly stated, meaning they're asking for something that they're not really sure what they're asking for. The more you're comfortable with who you are and your journey and the mindset you've developed over time, this is what you're speaking from and with to these HR managers on why you feel that you are the best person for this opportunity. You are the brand, so speak on it. Get comfortable, get excited, talk more about what makes you continue on this journey. Sometimes these companies, again, they don't know what they want. You must become the answer and the continuous solution on proving that path. Why do you want to get into cybersecurity? Start by being able to answer that question like if it's an elevator speech or like your career depends on it, which it does. So when you are applying for these resumes and where you are applying for these jobs, make sure you tailor your resume in relation to the job opportunity. You shouldn't have one blanket resume you're applying to every job. Maybe have 3 that just you can adjust as you continue to apply for the roles that you're interested in. So if it's a cybersecurity analyst, make sure your resume applies, if not, is applicable to that job position. It looks like what they're asking for. When you get an opportunity to talk to the recruiter, explain your journey. Explain why you feel that you are ideal for this opportunity. Cybersecurity continues to be a growing industry. The people involved, the devices that are involved, they're all going to evolve. They're all going to change over time. You must also grow. Learning and practicing cybersecurity applications or hardwares, being familiar with how to do this work every day is what you need to do. It's somewhat being willing to start over in your understanding of something, especially cybersecurity and artificial intelligence, and willing to share that knowledge as you go. Be willing to live or practice openly and be willing to say you don't know something. Cybersecurity, again, is the practice of securing internet accessible devices. That's my definition. I see it as a way to connect us as people on a higher scale. Because whether it's an AI evolved device or a Gen AI evolved device or some other technology, when we step into quantum computing, it all reverts back to humans and our practice and our applications or implications of these tools. I'm your host, Howard Cosmonaut Palmer. You have been listening to my podcast, Becoming Cyber. Hopefully some of the things I spoke about today was helpful to you. Remember to continue your journey. Have fun with it. Stay safe.